Hey there, welcome to episode 7 of the Buy Me an Update audio program, our micro episode each week, published on Mondays. A little rundown on what you may have missed with our audio productions last week and whatever's coming up this week. This week, speaking of CES 2025 here in Greater Vegas, the title of today's episode. We're recording this at 11:10 a.m. on Monday, January 6, 2024. The show notes. It's January in Vegas, which can only mean two things: big fireworks displays to celebrate the new year and another big CES event, and it's happening this week. But first, what happened last week? A not-so-deep dive into our contributing document with Let's Innovate for Vegas. More important than it sounds, since we're talking volunteer time, effort, and expertise mixed with combined intellectual property. That means combining the efforts of different volunteers and more. So the rules of the road, so to speak, for our civic volunteer organization. It's more important than it sounds. FFS Talk was a follow-on to the big learning energy of the previous week with big learning thought experiments. And Quaggling Sand, since it was recorded and published on New Year's Day, was just riffing on whatever came to mind. It was my first completely ad hoc, improvised, no notes episode. So maybe it was interesting. It's sort of like having a guest, because I really don't. I prepare some questions, but I usually just let the conversation go where it's going to go when I used to have guests in my other audio programs. Cafe Genius Impresarios was a consolidation of some ideas from through the year, wrapped up into what I call Initiative 2025 for the coming year of doing something in and with the entrepreneurial innovation ecosystem of the Greater Vegas area. It is CES 2025 week. CES is always a big thing here in Vegas. One of, if not the, largest convention each year. It kind of varies. 2021 was virtual. 2022 was profoundly bad, recovering from the pandemic times. 2023 was pretty good, almost a return. 2024 was probably, I would say, essentially back to normal. I don't know about numbers, but the feel of it was pretty much back to normal. So we'll see how this year goes. It sounds like it's ramping up nicely. And if you are a number counter, if they reach their 180,000 typical number, things will kind of return to quote-unquote normal. I myself have attended CES each year since I've lived here in Vegas, since the show in January 2014. That was the first one I attended. Got some free tickets from Tech Cocktail, a little thing in the Downtown Project sphere. Prior to that, I think I had attended Comdex, but not CES. Based on my own experience, the best part of CES is Eureka Park, where the startups are from around the world in the lower level of Venetian Expo. You should check it out if you're attending the show. Definitely something to give a few hours, if not a whole day to. CES is technically an industry trade show, such that attendees are allegedly in the consumer electronics industry in some way. I myself have been in and around consumer electronics for most of my career, so not all of it, but most of it. One of the limitations, which seems problematic to me anyway, is it's an 18-plus event, which leaves out some of the modern-day entrepreneurs in the space. Are there ways around it? Maybe, but as a rule, 18-plus. That leaves out high school field trips from here in the Greater Vegas area and so on. If the Greater Vegas area believes, let's give that a moment of silence, that it is going to be the next Silicon Valley or an innovation hub of some sort, the flagship show that everybody associates with that should be open to entrepreneurs. You do not need to be 18 plus to be an entrepreneurial innovator. We got to fix that. Got to go grab my badge this week. Today, in fact, so I can hang out through the week, see what's going on in the exciting world of consumer electronics. So thanks for checking out the micro episode, Big Buy Me an Update, available exclusively on buymeacoffee.com, which you still don't need to spend money on, but thanks for checking it out either way. Take care. Have a good week. Maybe we'll see you at CES. Bye-bye.